At least this movie has Christina Ricci in it. Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Anthony, here to give you guys another movie review. This time it is for the movie Monstrous. A traumatized woman fleeing her abusive husband with her 7-year-old son in their new remote sanctuary. They find that they have bigger and more terrifying monsters to deal with. So like I said, this movie has Christina Ricci, and I'm always down for Christina Ricci films because, you know, it's Christina Ricci. But yeah, Monstrous. Where do I begin with this one? This one is a weird one, and it's not the cool kind of weird, because when you have these kind of films, these horror films that are kind of dealing with you know, personal traumas of people, and they're trying to interpret that into a horror film, sometimes that can be good, but it's really tricky. And Monstrous, that they didn't really execute it really well. But I will say that this movie is aesthetically pleasing to the eye, because, you know, you have Christina Ricci, already pleasing to the eye, and then you have her set into like the late 1950s, early 1960s kind of setting, and you know, the world. I really wish that they dived a little bit more into that and showed her, you know, like going to different places, but they kind of explain why they don't do that towards the end of the film. But even then, with that explanation, which I didn't like, by the way, I did still wish, I was like yearning more to just put Christina Ricci in this situation, because she already got the look, she already got the style. I just want to see more of that. And let's talk about the monster in this movie. I think they had something here, but it's scary at times. And again, horror movies don't have to be scary to be good. But I think in this instance, they could have upped the scary factor of the monster, because I mean, it is a monster. There's people being scared by this monster, Christina Ricci and her son in the film. And I just wanted that monster to be even more scary. And I think practical effects, at least in some scenes for the monster, would have helped a lot just to make it feel a little bit more real, because we just have this CGI mess, and it doesn't really work. And I know that not all movies can afford practical effects, but I did wish, you know, just put a little bit of money aside to just make the monster really, really good. Because in movies like this, where they have a monster centered around the film, that's one of the biggest, like, important things that you need to knock out of the park and make really realistic and scary, and to portray this fear that you want. So again, just for me, I just wish they put a little bit more like emphasis onto that, and practical effects would have been like a nice touch for me. And when you have these movies that, you know, like I said, deals with a certain kind of trauma that a person is going through, and they want to incorporate horror elements into that film, I feel like you got to have a nice payoff. You have to have a good payoff there. You're like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. And while I did not see the twist that this movie has, I didn't see it coming, it just feels kind of flat when they do the reveal of the film. It just kind of like comes out of there, and you're like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder what's going to happen with this. And it just kind of just says, nope, that's it. This is it. Again, like I said, that's a shame, because Christina Ricci is doing a really, really good job, and everybody else in the film is doing a pretty good job as well. It's just, it kind of feels like they're just wandering around in the film and just repeating things and waiting for the same occurrence that happens. The monster shows up, they get scared, they run away. The monster shows up, they get scared, run away. And they repeat that over and over again. This movie is not that long, like an hour, 40 minutes, but it just feels longer than it is, because you're just repeating the same elements, just in a different type of way. But if you're a fan of the aesthetic of like the 1950s, 1960s era, and you like Christina Ricci, which is a good combination in my opinion, then I guess check this out, but don't expect anything to like blow your socks off. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you think that Christina Ricci deserves better? Because I think so too, because the last couple movies that she's been having lately, it's not looking so good, but you know, I'm still here for it. Let me know in the comments down below. Also guys, don't forget to check out my Twitter so you can stay up to date with my channel. And remember guys, keep watching movies.